I'm back! So, hey guys, Nick here today, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, Part 1. Now, I'm sorry it's been gone so much, it's a lot easier to make those live stream videos, but yeah, I'm back at it again. I even made a song, but I'll save that till the end of the video, if you guys even want to hear it. So, this is Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, and just my first thought of it, my first thought of it was that it was pretty good, but it just really lagged. Because I don't want to seem just like somebody who complains about everything. But I kind of wish that there was any sense of continuity in these stories. Because we already start out with a completely different Link, which is odd because the art style, if you guys have noticed, just by the few pages that I've shown you, is basically the same one from Oracle of Ages and Seasons. And that's not a problem, but I just wish that it was a little bit different, because in this one they remade it so that he was childhood friends with Princess Zelda, and he's lived in the castle his entire life. So I don't really think that this Link was as compelling of a character as the one from Oracle of Ages or the one from Majora's Mask, but that's just by himself. Now, when he gets to actually pulling the 4 sword and he splits into 4 people, it's pretty cool. He has a pretty good dynamic with his team. The blue one is like the crazy one. The red one is happy. The purple is purple. So yeah, and it's just pretty interesting. Usually okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the art and the Elefante in the room. Elefante. They're basically all drawn nearly the same, except for those layover things that I had talked about previously. Now, I don't like the things that they use. I wish that you could use classic shading, but for this series it works just because it makes the characters all look very different, but she still has the same, so just minute details in the background and stuff that just make it all the better. Like, the art can be pretty good in this book. Even the shield, they're weathered and stuff. Yeah, it's a pretty good, the art is very good in my opinion. I enjoy it. And even though when they do the cartoony stuff, of course, it gets a bit cheesy, but it's really, it's not comedic to me, but I guess I'm far too old for this to be funny to me because I'm an adult man. So yeah, I might have seen this as funny when maybe I was first reading these, but I just don't really find it as funny anymore. But that's not a problem, because these are books for probably a slightly younger demographic. This doll is really creepy. This is part of my favorite chapter, though, because you keep on seeing this rock, and the shadows are really good, and the storyline is really good. And yeah, overall, that's not a word, ravioli. I enjoyed the book mostly, but my main problem is that it's actually based on 4 Sword Adventures, the story is, and I just don't know why they wouldn't just call it Legend of Zelda 4 Sword Adventures. I just don't really understand that. I guess it's be a long title, but still, I don't really understand why they didn't even do that in the reprint or anything. But yeah, I enjoy the story. They made 2 characters that they really flesh out are Shadow Link and Purple Link. Where's a good? Yeah, that's Purple Link. You can tell just because the difference is the eyes, basically. But Purple Link is really chill, and for the most of this book, Shadow Link is the villain. Even though the overall threat is Vati instead of Ganon, Shadow Link is like the real nemesis, the real Darth Vader of the book, I don't know. And they also have some references to Ocarina of Time Link. So again, I just don't understand why they don't have any continuity in this book, but it's fine. Now, one of my problems with it is just, it's, at the beginning, it's just, I think I had said this previously, but it's kind of a slog. Just really exhausting to read sometimes. Like, the last few books, it was interesting. But in this book, since they have all these 4 links, there's some, like, bunches of pages that are just completely devoted to just slapstick comedy between them. Like this, ha ha ha, they're funny. But again, it's just, the comedy never got to me. Ooh, that's some good art. Just flipping around in it again just makes me realize that some of the art was very, very good. But it's just, a lot of it is just, I hate the comedy. Hate is a strong word. Don't use hate, kids. But yeah, I think that's really the big problem. Because the last books, I felt like there was bam, bam, bam. Except for Link to, Oracle of Seasons. But we don't talk about that one. That one hurt me. But yeah, really, in my opinion, the big thing keeping this book together is just the quality of the art and the interesting thing that they did with Shadow Link and Purple Link. But other than that, they it's just kind of boring. Of course, comedy is subjective, like I said, but I think with things that are subjective, you really can't put too much focus on those things. Sorry, my nasty hands in the picture. But yeah, things that are subjective, you just can't do that, in my opinion. I think that you have to spend more time just on the art and the things that will keep this book working. I'm not working, relevant. I mean, they're not really relevant at all. Nobody I talk to talks about these, but comedy like this doesn't always keep a book relevant. What really keeps this book worthy to go back to is just the art and the things that it did with 2 of the characters. But really, other than that, it's just, you could read any of the other Zelda manga, specifically Oracle of Ages or Majora's Mask. So yeah, I give maybe a pass on this one, but that's just my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys if you're maybe around the 10-ish age, then you'll probably think that a lot of this is funny. Like, if you can deal with the current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, then you can probably find this funny, but I can't. So yeah, and I think that's it for this video. Yeah, the Zelda reviews are back. And we're not stopping this train until we're done and we've reviewed the last Zelda book, until Akira Himekala inevitably releases a new one. Then I'll have to start this over again, but it doesn't matter. We're going to keep on going. Maybe read this book. I don't know. If part 2 is good, then I might change my recommendations, but as it is now, it's just a bit meh. Yeah. The cover's pretty good. That's one thing that, I know it's just part of the style of manga and stuff, but I think this book really would have benefited from coloring and stuff. If they remade this in full color, then that'd be great, because just some bright colors would just make this, like, remind me of a cartoon coming on, and that'd be great. Yeah, I think my videos for my comic book reviews are probably going to be a little bit longer now, just because I want to say more stuff, and I don't want to just be quick. I mean, I do want to be quick. I'm not, oh god, it's about to hit 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that, but it's just, I just don't feel like that's doing it all, trying to cram it all into 4-ish minutes like I used to do would work anymore. So that's it. I'm going to stop jabbering on and just let you guys go. Bye. Thanks for watching the video. See ya.